Okay, then come some other factors that are brought in. Being of little learning, and then one should strive to be of great learning. That should apply especially to you who've registered for this class. So always try to read the suttas, take notes, to learn the essential points. And then you become, over time, Bhikkhu Sutta, of great learning. Others will be lazy, we shall be energetic here. Others will be unmindful, we shall be established in mindfulness here. Others will lack wisdom, we shall possess wisdom here. Actually, these factors, faith, shame, fear of wrongdoing, being of much learning, being energetic, being mindful, having wisdom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 7 factors go together into a group which are called the 7 good qualities. They're mentioned as a group in Sutta number 53 in the Majjhima Nikaya. In Pali they're called the 7 Saddhamma. Here the prefix sad means good, and then Dhamma here has the sense of qualities. So these are 7 qualities of what is called a good person or a saintly person. Having faith, a sense of shame or self-respect, fear of consequences, having learning, being energetic, mindful, and possessing wisdom. Then the 44th and last, it's really important, and we have to be thankful that the Buddha points this out to us, since it's a quality to which all human beings are naturally subject, and that is adhering to their own views, holding on to them tenaciously, insisting upon them. My view is right, others are wrong, and then relinquishing them with difficulty. So even when you're showing proof, what you're saying is wrong, this is correct, you still sort of distort the proof, you refuse to look at it, you insist on your own view. So this is maybe the sickness of clinging to one's own views, just because it happens to be the view that you like. And so the virtue, according to the Buddha, is that one should have the mind, the determination. We shall not adhere to our own views or hold on to them tenaciously, but we should relinquish them easily. This is a quality that when I first became involved with Buddhism, I had to learn a hard way, because maybe this is the way university students are trained in the US, is that you always are taught that you have to defend your own view, stand up and defend yourself. And so if you form an opinion, then you have to be ready to argue for it. You don't surrender to the other person. Maybe that's why we have debating teams in high school and colleges, so that you learn to defend your own view. And so when I started to read about Buddhism many years ago, when I was associated with my first Buddhist teacher, and he had been a monk for like 20 years or so, and I was a few months reading about Buddhism, but I would read something in a book, and then I thought, this is what is said in the book, my teacher says something else, so I take what's in the book and I argue with him, and I would always be very insistent on my opinion. And then when he would refuse to accept my view, then I would come to a sort of crash descent, a crash landing. would really upset me and make me furious with anger. And so he taught me, he gave me a very useful lesson, that whenever you get into a disagreement with somebody about views, always think, I might be right, I might be wrong, that's not important. But what's important is to find out what is true. And so he taught me in those days, because I used to have that tendency so strongly, he told me that every day in the morning after you get up, you should say to yourself, if I get into an argument with anybody, I might be right, I might be wrong, that is not important. What's important is to find out the truth. And so I did that for a while, and then I found that tendency to cling to my own views started to fade away. It still hasn't gone yet, after all these years. Okay, so that takes us through the 44 modes of effacement.